Becky's hot.
I did move my hair up. I don't know if you've been watching the World Cup in honor of
Of course, is
the
the new
Norway
boom.
guy. What's the Norway player's hair?
Harland.
Harlan.
That's
Harland.
cool.
You know
Oh,
how he
that's
has
a
his hair?
hero, Harland.
Talent from Norway, right?
From Norway.
Yes.
But
Is
it's
the
so hot right now. Can you
I
hear
know.
can you hear my personal fan? I have a little fan, thanks
Oh
to
my.
Roberta. Shout out to Roberta. So it has a mist in
Oh,
Oh,
the air.
cool.
So it feels like an
That's
air conditioner.
that's really nice,
oh,
Trish.
you need to bring your air conditioner.
They're out. They're
Ah,
out.
Of
Uh,
course.
well, today
It's
was
about
gonna be.
timing. Bad timing. You need to buy it in Christmas time, not
Today was gonna be
summertime.
very hot.
I know, I know. So we're going through a heat wave here in California, but it's what's the word? Humid. So it's cooler temperature wise, but it feels like 5 degrees hotter because of the humidity. And it's moving across to the other side of the United States. So I think there's going to be a real heat wave in the middle of America
Oh
in the
my.
next day or two.
Mm.
Well, that's exactly what's happening in Europe as well. I
Right.
mean, it's terrible. I mean, there are people dying there. It's incredible.
And a lot of them don't have AC, right?
No, they don't. They
It
didn't
wasn't
used
like
to.
this before. No.
It's a
Yeah.
mandatory thing now.
Yeah. How is it where you are, Aunt Lauda?
Well, right now it was supposed to be raining. Actually, it's raining in certain places of the city, but it's very humid. So I
Mm-hmm.
do have my fan on. But if you
Mm-hmm.
go outside, it's really windy and nice, actually. But yeah, it's been raining at night. So it gets really nice. But in the afternoon gets warm
Yeah.
again. The weather have changed a lot for sure.
Climate change. Wait, that doesn't exist.
Of course it exists.
Okay. Until let's see what happens.
It's
Well,
Trace.
also, also not just climate change, but it's bug season.
Oh no.
So the ants are attacking again.
It's
No.
attacking.
So yesterday
Well,
I'm in my office and I see one little ant, so I kill it. Then I
oh,
see
don't
another little
kill
ant,
it.
and then I kill it.
Don't kill it. It's a live
Oh
animal. You're
no.
not
I
supposed to kill any live thing.
I I
They're
am not the kind
trying
of
again.
The
I'm not the
only exception that I make is kill the cockroaches, but the rest of them are not. You're not supposed to.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I am a very kind person with most insects also, minus cockroaches, which luckily we've not had here. But we
Very
fumigate,
lucky.
right? We have someone who fumigates every month. But the ants, I think, in the real hot summer and in the real cold winter, they tend to pop up. And we've been told don't kill them because if you kill them, then it sends an alert to others to come out. Then I've heard the opposite. If you kill them, it warns the others not to come out. So I don't know which one is right, but we had the fume guy come out today.
I
But
think
I don't know which one to believe.
Oh, poor
you just
little
should
ant.
ignore them. Ignore them. Put some sugar with some poison on it, and they're gonna disappear.
I've heard that before, and I'm like, isn't that the opposite effect you want? Because then you're going to have a pile of ants coming. Thank you for the buffet.
Hello. You get some nice buffet here. Well, what it really worked for me, especially with the little ones, is vinegar.
Oh,
You put
Mm-hmm.
water and a little splash of vinegar on it. You just splash around it, and it seems that the odor or something they don't like, and they run away.
Well, the other
So
thing is,
it's not exactly.
yeah, it's not as bad as like putting out the sweet and seeing if that
Mhm.
will get them, but there's a mint spray. that we found when we had to kill a bunch of flies.
Very good.
Very good. It kills flies, and
Oh,
it kills ants, and it kills other smaller flying insects. So
you
I
don't have
sprayed
mosquitoes, do you?
that. Not right now.
So far, no.
Here in Mexico, especially in Guadalajara, there's a lot of mosquitoes. So, and the problem is that they're so bad that some of them bring dengue. You know what dengue is?
Ex-
Dengue?
Yeah.
Explain it though.
The dengue is one infected mosquito, which is usually a female mosquito, beats you
Mhm.
and it brings you a disease like vomiting and diarrhea
Oh
and
my
all these
goodness.
things. And sometimes they're so bad that they can kill you because you can go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Well,
the
right.
government here is spread to the world not to have mosquitoes or, especially with the waters,
Yeah.
like on the pots.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it brings the mosquitoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you shouldn't have like uh standing water because they come to the
Exactly.
standing water. Yeah.
First thing to avoid. Absolutely.
Do you have any
But it's
bugs
an
right now?
emergency.
It
It's an
is.
emergency. I mean, not right now. Sometimes they come and spray outside. And what I do, sorry, I spray my garden. I know I shouldn't because there is a lot of bees, and you don't want to kill bees, right? But here you are. You're like in between. What would you do? You let them beat you and just
And
that's what
die
it's gonna
and
be?
kill you?
Or
So pretty much
that's a
it's
good question.
between the bees and you. Oh my goodness,
You
what a
have to make a
dilemma.
Exactly.
choice. You have to
That's
make
a
a choice.
dilemma. That's a dilemma.
Yeah, because bees are very important.
They are important.
Very.
They are, but I mean, sometimes you have to make tough choices.
That's true.
I don't
You
want to
know,
die.
I was watching the wonderful soccer game between
Oh,
Spain and France.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
of
thinking,
course.
I wanted to make a quick comment. I was thinking, now that the World Cup came over to the Americas, and in the USA, they're so enthusiastic and millions have come.
Mm-hmm.
I know that, soccer is still, we're not still there with soccer here because
No.
there's so many big sports here. But I hope, that after this World Cup and these fantastic games, the football soccer stays with our youth, because I think that soccer is is a worldwide, all the countries practically play. And that's an inspiration for our youth. So I hope that this inspires them to continue here in the States, the young people play. It
Yeah.
is fun. It is fun. It was a great game, Spain, France, and it's really a
And,
fun
and
game.
and what I realize is mostly of the teams, they have very young guys,
Yes,
players. I'm telling you,
they
I'm talking
have.
about 17, 18, 20s.
I don't know. I don't know if in the US team they're that young. And that's another good question is like, how young should they be able to start? Like, if they can, why aren't we?
Exactly, exactly.
Well, of course, young people have more, energy, right?
Oh
But of
yeah,
course, the good ones also are the old ones, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
Messi,
the
Argentina,
experience.
experience, right? So I mean, it's a matter of putting in. But I think when you're good and you have the talent, I'm telling you, they just hit
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
because many of those were incredible players
Well, I think for starters, we should be calling it football also.
Football,
For starters.
for
because it's your
starters.
Don't
food.
you
Yeah,
think?
yeah.
Because everybody else calls it that, right?
Football,
Everybody
of
else,
course, because in the
everybody
United
else,
States you call soccer, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, no,
because
no.
you
It's
have the
football.
American football.
That's what
Uh-huh.
I
Even
say.
internationally,
Yeah,
Europe.
exactly.
It's all football because it's you use your food. But for example, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be a big court. It doesn't have to be a big field. Joanna's brother started kicking the ball at 5 years of age. So all you need to
Yeah.
play soccer is a ball.
That's
Well,
it.
you know what? In Mexico, they even play it barefoot.
There
Of
you go.
course, you go to these little, neighborhoods, usually like very popular ones,
Uh-huh.
and they kick the ball since they're 5, 6 years old barefoot.
Wow.
This is how they start in Mexico.
Which reminds me of the story, I think it's on Netflix, of the girl who runs marathons in chanclas.
Oh, yes,
I
you should
heard
watch
that.
that. She's from Chihuahua,
Yeah.
Oh
Tarahumara,
my goodness.
in chanclas. And she runs as fast as Joannis does.
Oh
Well,
my
and I'm
goodness.
like, I have like shoes that cost how much, and I'm starting to have pains, and I'm like, and she's just running in chanclas, and she's like,
Exactly. She doesn't need
So
no
doing
I
Nike.
nothing.
think you should go and talk to her, see what's going on.
I might need to start running in chanclas. I don't know.
There you go. Well, they're used to that. They walk and they run a lot
Yeah, yeah.
in the little
This is
towns.
yeah.
In other words, we're spoiled.
Yes. Because you're very sensitive, and these people are so used to the wild, all these things.
Step on the woods and the leaves and
They don't
whatnot.
care. They don't care.
But I want to get back to the games because I felt I am so lost in the rules of like what's okay for contact in these games. And I mean, people are like grabbing each other and pulling each other and
How far does
kicking
yeah?
each other.
Me too. That's a good question because are they really playing soccer or they're playing kicking or what are they
It
doing?
it almost looks like American football, right? Because they're allowed to like
Yes,
grab them and keep them
yes.
away from.
Yeah, and
And
you can see they hit each other
yeah,
like that and put
and
their
I don't
step.
remember that it was that physical. I don't know if it started because the European countries are stronger and more physical, in the Latin American kids, or teams had to become more and more aware, but they have rules for one thing, and yet, they stop someone for doing something, and then the others run doing the same thing, and nothing happens.
Well, and that makes me think of the referees because they changed the
Exactly.
referees, right? So they all
I
have
was
their
gonna
own sense of what's okay and what's not okay, which then makes it like a chaos. Why aren't they
Exactly.
following
chaos
the same rules?
because they're not on the same page. One seems that they have preference on this one and the other one has preference on that one. So it's very,
That's
very
my feeling.
strange.
I
Yes.
Well,
think
that shouldn't be.
They need to explain to us. Hopefully we'll have comments about it because honestly,
yes,
I don't agree.
please. Please, if anyone's listening and knows how the rules have changed,
Explain to
'cause
us.
it seemed way too physical to me.
Too
I don't
much.
think it was like that before. It's
I,
running your ball. There are certain things they let you do, but just like you say, they're hogging it, and
mm-hmm,
you say, are they going to stop it or
mm-hmm.
what? And then they
Yeah, yeah,
stop
yeah.
it for some.
It was crazy. It's crazy.
Now, remember, they're going after a World Cup, right? So they're just doing, aggressive things as long as
True.
they allow.
Right.
There
They're
were
testing
60
it.
something teams, and then 40 something came. 42, I think. 42 came.
40 or 42.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm glad we in America have this opportunity because I think we did good.
Yeah.
People in the world, they like it. And
They loved it to come
and
here.
I'm happy that there wasn't any situation, a special situation that they got afraid of. And on the contrary,
Yeah.
I mean, in Mexico, they were wild for tourists and they were so excited and they throw everything, through the window.
Yeah.
Well, and I
Yeah.
loved, I didn't hear that anything as unique as what you visited in Zapopan was anywhere else.
Oh,
Extraordinary.
handmade, and it's beautiful with their flags, and that decoration. And it's really a beautiful path. It's worth to see it.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll add the link to the video of your visit there, but it
Yes.
sounds like that project was actually happening way before the actual game started, right? Because it
Oh
was
yeah.
handmade.
It took them a 400 women doing this. How long in advance? Not sure about that, but I will. You probably, there is a QR thing there
Mm-hmm.
that you probably can search for. But yeah, I mean, it was gorgeous. Nobody here knew that they were going to do that
Mm-hmm.
until, they
Wow.
display that. So it was very nice work.
It was
Spectacular.
beautiful.
Very
Well,
worth to see.
Spectacular.
and they said
Yes.
that it was supposed to be like a snake, right? Leading up to the stadium, I think. Was that correct?
Yes.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if they were not able to do that probably because it's a big road. But they did extend another train direction because they built another route for the train, the fast train that they have here. So it takes you to the stadium. It was crazy in the stadium here in
I'm
Guadalajara.
I
They
can
sure.
didn't
imagine.
allow you to go all the way in. You had to park outside and whatnot. You
So,
know,
Wow.
so how was it there when Mexico was lost and had to leave the?
oh, well, first of all, of course, quiet, right? But then it was really nice because people start, giving messages and videos about thank you because we had a very nice team. They worked so hard. At the last game, they gave everything they could because they did, honestly. Of course, fighting against these wonderful
England.
experts, Englishmen.
Dear old
Of course, it's
England.
kind of a little complex, but everybody were sending, thank you because you've been there. And actually, they have a video. I probably can share that. A video from the players to the people saying thank you for supporting us. Thank you for
Mm,
believing in us. Thank you, So that's really nice too.
That's very nice. Well, and that
That
goes
was
back
really
to what Mom was saying, that I think learning sports in general is a good opportunity to learn sportsmanship and winning and losing and how you respond to those things, right? And in the end,
yes.
you want to show good sportsmanship and,
Yeah,
kudos to the other team for winning and appreciation for the support you get for
exactly.
people who are lifting
mhm.
you up.
At the end is that's what it's all about, right?
Mhm.
Friend, be commuted globally in that specific sport, and they're friends. When they exchange their t-shirts, for instance, between the gamers, the
Mhm.
teams. It's
Mhm.
Yeah.
really nice. I saw the one, Bellingham from England took off his shirt and gave it to Mora, which was one of the Mexican players, the youngest one. And it was really a nice thing to do.
Oh,
Yeah. So now that
that's
we're down to the last few, Mom, who are you rooting for?
well, I'm
Uh,
gonna have to tell you with all my respect, Spain, España, España.
You know what and
I,
then
I don't know what to say, but it's gonna be it's
no,
gonna
you're
be
gonna
a
say
tough
nothing
one.
until the
No,
end. You'll reveal it at the end.
Exactly.
that's gonna be tomorrow. Whoever gonna win
Right.
between England
And
and
Argentina.
Argentina, who's
Uh-huh.
gonna
That's
play
it.
with Spain,
Yep.
right? So that's going to be Sunday. Sunday is going to be wow,
It's gonna
And
be
spectacular,
wild.
in New York.
very
In New
wild
York.
Mhm.
in
Well,
New
what I
York.
Yeah.
what I learned was that um Argentina and England played a pivotal game like this, like in the 1980s, 86 or something like that, right?
Mm.
And the equivalent of Messi at the time, there was some play that was real controversial, and they gave it to Argentina. So they're
Oh,
doing
I don't
this matchup
remember.
tomorrow as the you know
payback.
the payback. They're saying we hope that the same thing doesn't happen again, but this is about England like payback. So
Yeah, because I mean, they have that in their mind, right? So this is it. And they are also, how would I say, vanidosos, like, I'm the best, right?
mm-hmm,
Vanidoso.
Argentina,
mm-hmm,
very proud of their country, whatever. Both of
Yeah.
them are. We
yeah,
have to admit that. So it will be very interesting. Very
yeah,
interesting. I want to
yeah.
see that.
Now
I don't
after
remember if it was in the 80s. Was it in Mexico? I don't remember where it
that, I
was.
don't know.
Yeah. But see, that's what happens sometimes with the referee call. And maybe that's
Yeah.
the way. And now it's a lot better because you can see it and review
Mm-hmm,
it.
mm-hmm.
In those days was the decision and
That's it.
Yeah. No, here
yes,
it's incredible, right? The technology that helps them to
it
measure and
changed.
whatnot.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But what I love is before and after, you just see all the players coming to the referee already arguing. Didn't you see that? Didn't you see this? Then the
And then
referee
he's
goes
like,
like this. He does the little square to say,
Mhm.
"Var, I'm gonna go look at the
I'm
TV."
going to check it. And then some players go with others and say, because if you
yeah,
start fighting with the
relax.
referee,
Yeah, yeah.
he might send
That's
you
why they
out.
get short. They get one less, right? Because they
Mm-hmm.
kick them out. They
Mm-hmm.
have the red,
Card.
Well, that's what
cards.
surprised me because I was like, stop arguing with the referee. You're going to get a card. And then it's funny watching them. They're so angry. The referee, they're trying to pull the card out. They're like,
It gets passionate.
It's passion. It's passion. And
It does.
honestly, I mean,
It
they're
does.
giving their life. They really are.
yeah.
And the
And not
wonderful
only that,
thing,
they aficionate the people that are watching.
oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I'm
all the
telling you.
fans.
Oh, I'm telling you, they fight each other up on the wherever they are. I
Where
mean,
they're
it's
sitting and
really,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm
aggressive.
sure.
Uh-huh.
I'm
But
sure.
it's fun. And I like the commercials because they had a lot of famous players in the commercials. That was fun.
To get people excited. So you were saying for the longest here in the US, Mom, that no one was saying anything about it. And then like 24 hours before the game started, then they started showing all the commercials and talking about the whole series.
Yeah, it was like 6 months before. In other parts of the world, they're screaming a year before in the country where it's going to be. And here, they wouldn't even mention. They mentioned, all the other sports games. And I would
Mm-hmm.
keep on saying, do they know the World Cup is coming in a few months? And now it's an explosion.
Explosion.
Well, after this,
Explosion.
a little bit after this one ends, right, is the women's.
And they're very good.
And I wonder,
Oh, that's a good one. I want to see that
well, the funny thing
because
is, I think here, and people who are watching can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the last couple of years, the women's has been getting more attention than the men's soccer
They
here in
do.
the US.
yes.
And they're very good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But
yes.
yeah, I hope that the young people, like I said, with all this wonderful, sharing of the world in the US and Mexico, and well, Mexico and Canada, they're fanatics. But here in the States, because it's a wonderful thing for the youth to be part
Yes.
of the whole world with,
Yes.
with soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. In Europe, there is the first thing they do, right? Play that. Actually, they also play American
Everybody in the
American
world,
football. But in German, they play American football as well.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
that I don't know.
But
Yeah.
here
But
for
soccer,
sure,
everybody.
everybody does. And I certainly in the last couple of decades, the football soccer has gotten more popularity here.
Yeah. They include it in the schools, right? For
Uh-huh.
as an sport.
I
Mm-hmm.
hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
For
that's
sure.
good. That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For
It's
sure.
funny. But I think we had a good time, and who knows if we are gonna be able to see the next one. It comes every 4 years, right? But I mean the next one in America.
I
Who
know.
knows
What do you
when it's
mean? You
gonna
don't
be?
know if you'll see the next one?
We hope
That's
so.
only 4 years.
The next one in America, sorry, let me clarify that.
The
What's
next one in
happening?
America. We hope to be alive in 4 years, but
No, better be. I better be.
I forgot who is, because you apply. I think the country applies, or whatever it is called,
Oh,
and
uh-huh.
then I guess the FIFA is checks whatever they check, and they.
Yeah, because there were a
But
couple countries that were not in this one that have been in previous years, right?
oh yes, Italy for one.
Yeah.
Usually in Europe, right?
Mhm.
Italy and then Argentina. I don't know if they ever. No, they have never had Argentina
Where
in a World Cup center. World Cup.
most of the time they have qualified, if not all the time.
Mom
But
said
this
Chile. Chile wasn't there this time,
No. Oh,
and they've been in previous ones.
Italy, oh yeah, they have won several World
and
Cups.
Chile.
Oh, Chile is very good, didn't make it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what it's going to be? But
Yeah.
let's
They
wait
have
for
to,
the
you have
next.
to qualify, and now the FIFA has accepted more countries. As your brother was explaining to me, he's a fan.
Mm.
Joanna told this. I mean, he knows. Wow.
Is he?
Um,
Is he knowledgeable? Or is he just
he
guessing?
could comment on it, but yeah, this is the first time they accept more countries, because
Mm.
if you don't qualify, I mean, you have to play. They play, they start playing a few years before.
Well, yeah, and also I'm I was amazed, I guess, at like how, it's a short time frame to get through the whole thing. And so, the number of games they have to have a day building up to the final, I wonder, they have to cap it at a certain number of countries too, right?
Oh,
Because they
yeah,
have to get it done in this, what was it, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever it
I
was.
know. Which brings me to the teams from Africa were fantastic.
Oh,
Oh
yes.
my goodness. Probably because they accepted more countries, and maybe before they
Yes.
didn't make it. But this, World Cup,
Taking into consideration that they're very limited as a training, and all these
mhm,
facilities that other countries give to
Hmm.
this. I mean, I'm telling
completely,
you.
completely was very difficult. What is more, they sent some Europeans home. They
That was
sent Holland home. They
yeah,
sent Germany home.
yeah, before these
Oh
others.
my God, Germany. From who? How did he? I remember.
Morocco, Cape
Morocco.
Verde, um, who were Egypt,
Any
uh,
comments about
several.
it?
No, what I want to know comments on is the coaches. Because the coaches are as fun as the teams. There are some
Oh,
coaches who come out in a full suit and they're very just centered and you can't even tell like how they're feeling. Then you have some other ones who come out like they came out from the bed into the game with a t-shirt and jeans. Like, do they know where they are? They're at a
And
game,
shouting.
a
I
big game.
know.
or
And
they get mad, right?
yeah, all of a sudden, right? The one that really tripped me up was the last game with England and
Oh,
Mexico because they
Oh, he
interviewed the
was
English coach
upset.
afterwards.
what
And
did he say?
it's the worst interview ever.
Ever.
The interviewer was like, "Well, you all won. That's a great thing. What are your thoughts?" It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's about the quality of the game. They have a lot to work on. I'm like, you won, right? And the whole and as many ways as the interviewer tried to say they did a good job, right? They won. They're moving on. He just kept saying, "No, no. We didn't bring our
He's so
best game."
mean.
He was very mean, very mean.
Very
And I was
mean. I
like,
don't like this guy. I'm sorry, whoever you are. I don't like you.
it was, well, if I'm the team and I'm hearing, I mean, I'm sure they're used to this, right? But I was like, oh my goodness, he's not even saying I'm proud of my team that we're moving on to
Yes,
the next step. We have some things to work on, but I'm very proud. Never said
never.
I'm proud of them.
What
Jeez.
happened to the British, how do you call it? Phlegmatic
Proud.
style.
Well, that's
But
the
they
other
are
thing.
very formal. What
Is he
happened?
is he British though? Is he British? Because I noticed, like for the US, the coach
Oh,
is
maybe he's
Argentinian.
not.
That is true.
I don't think he's British.
That's
No,
why.
he's not. I think he's not. Yeah, let's figure that
I
one
gotta
out.
see
I
what
think
he
he's somewhere.
We're going to have to find out, or somebody let
Yeah,
us know.
or someone
yeah,
needs to
yeah.
tell us because I wonder, I mean that, that's a good point. Like your background in terms of like how you win and lose things, how does that play into the coach's style? Because well, and when the US was losing, the Argentinian coach, right, of the US team started kicking bottles and kicking things
Oh
when they
my
were losing.
gosh. If the US team has an Argentina lead, the trainer?
Coach, uh-huh.
No
I think so,
way.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
you can imagine.
Yeah.
No,
But at
no,
the
no,
end of
no,
it,
no.
he was definitely better than the English coach with the loss. He was like, congratulations to the other team and what.
Yeah, recognize your team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he
But
was
no
kicking
wonder.
things. He was
There's
kicking.
no reason to get upset.
Also, I can't remember what game it was. It might have also been the England Mexico game. So, or no, maybe it was the Argentinian game, the last Argentinian game. Someone threw a bottle from the audience
Oh
to
my.
the field. And I think
No
he said
kidding.
a couple times things like that happened.
Well, that's not right.
I don't know if
I
you
didn't
saw it.
know that. Did they
Mm-hmm.
cut the guy? Did they cut him?
I don't know. I don't know because
Because
I'd be
security
curious.
should be. What I saw sometime is that they hold the back, the ball.
Oh yeah.
When the ball kicks out, they hold it and they don't want to give him away, and they're after this guy.
Well, they should
I
let them keep it. If they
well,
if they kick the ball and somebody catches it, they
Get
should let
another
that person
one.
keep it.
No, they go after him and they kick him, and he's like he's
Oh,
running and running
that's
to
not
throw more.
right.
I mean, they can replace the ball. It's like in
Yeah.
baseball here, when the baseball goes out into the crowds, they get to keep the baseball.
Exactly.
See, not here. We should recommend that
I think so. I
If
think
to
you were
FIFA.
lucky to catch
FIFA,
I
if
it,
you're
mean,
listening, let them keep
if
the
you
ball.
listen in FIFA, you should do that. I
I
mean, you get a
think you
lot of
should let
money.
them.
I saw one of the last few games where a little boy caught the ball. And I don't
Yes.
know if it was the dad or just someone who was next to them was trying to have them hide the ball so they wouldn't see that it landed there. I don't know if
Oh,
they made him give it back.
Of
oh.
course.
I
I'm
hope they
telling you,
let him have it.
that's really bad. Really,
Hmm.
really bad. Well,
I know they have
anyways,
a lot of balls.
I wish we can see these videos, clicks that different things, right? Different scenarios. Like young people, they were young kids, very young, shouting and screaming and crying. And
Crying.
yes,
I
it's too
know.
much. Too
I'm
much.
sure I'm sure there's little clips that are out there of their emotions getting into it.
Exactly.
Also, very
Especially,
creative costumes. Because there were people
oh,
painted
yes.
like the flags. There was someone for the US coming as the Statue of Liberty.
No kidding.
Or a
Lovely.
Native American, yeah, that's right. A buffalo or something.
That's really nice. That's really
That's
nice.
fun.
They get into
It's
it. They
part of
get
it.
into it. Well, we're winding down, so we'll see who wins. I think by the next time in 2 weeks, not the next time we talk, but the next time we talk, we'll
Yes,
know
the
who the winner
following.
is.
Exactly. We need
So we
to
Absolutely.
got to
talk
make our
about it.
predictions. Make your prediction now. It may not
Yeah.
be who you want necessarily, but what's your prediction?
I think Spain is going to win.
You think?
They played as a
I
team.
think the last game is going to be Spain against England.
And if it is, who
And
do you think is going to win?
I think England.
I
Okay.
think Spain.
Okay.
Spain is very good. It has two very young
See?
players, and these kids run like nothing. The 95 minutes. That's
And
fine with me.
your guy, mommy, the one with the hair, who's had some good games and some bad games, who
Which
sometimes
one?
I don't know his name, but he has really big hair. Like it's sort of long, but it's also poofy.
Uh-huh.
When he
I
runs, you
forgot.
just
I
see his
forgot his
hair.
name. Uh-huh.
But that's the thing is what he wasn't
Uh-huh.
really doing
I
much.
remember.
Yeah. But this last game, he was playing hard, so I think he just was in a bad mood or something.
That's right, because I would say, well, at least, pretend like you're playing. He was just kind of looking. No, everybody was in it today. And it's a
Yeah,
team. It's a team effort. You knew that they got it. And,
Yeah.
and somehow they made France, that is the favorite really, well, was the favorite, they began to confuse them, and probably that's what they wanted to do. And well,
well, you guys,
I,
I'm sorry to say, but I have to go.
wait, let me just do my prediction. I think it's going to be Spain and England also. My
And
only reservation is I feel like they've been letting Argentina get away with things, and I think a part of it is because they want Messi to have a good, I don't know if they think this is
bye.
the last one, but I think
Yeah.
that. But I think it'll be England, Spain, and I think I'm going to say England's going to win.
Well, two against one. We'll
We'll
see.
find out. We'll find out. But until then, what? Whether
Yeah.
it's good, bad, or funny, what?
Live
live
it
it
up.
up.